welcome to Cheeky Crumbs. So my channel recently hit 1 million views and I just wanted to take this time to thank you all for the support. And I wanted to also pay tribute to my channel. And my most viewed video is my rainbow piñata cake. And so I wanted to make a rainbow checkered cake to celebrate that. So let's get started. What you're gonna need: 2 dots. For the cake, you can use any batter you like. I'm using my Victoria sponge cake, and I will put a link to that video in the description below. For the buttercream, you'll need 1 kilo of icing sugar and 500 grams of butter. I might make a simple syrup if the cake turns out a bit dry. You'll need 300 ml of water and 160 grams of sugar. And then I'll be using these 6 colors: orange, blue, pink, purple, yellow, and green. And this 17 centimeter tin with these cookie cutters to cut out my cake rings. Start by preheating your oven to 160 degrees Celsius. I have divided my batter into 6 equal portions in a bowl, and I'm gonna color each batter. So I'm gonna start and I'm gonna put a few drops of this new food coloring that I got. I'm quite excited to be using it. And I'm going to color all of my batters. Oh, this is nice and bright. So I have colored all of my batter and oh, the colors are so good. And I have lined my cake tin with some wax paper, just like that, so that the edges are nice and clean. And all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put in my batter. And your cakes will need to bake in your preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just check with a little skewer. When it comes out clean, the cake is ready. Just a little tip, I like to make a little hole in the center of my cake so that when it's in the oven, it comes out straight without the little muffin top. While our cakes are baking, we can start making our buttercream. Take your butter at room temperature, and in a kitchen robot or with a handheld mixer, you want to start working it until it's nice and fluffy and soft. Once your butter looks like this, you're gonna gradually add in your powdered sugar and mix until it all comes together. Once your buttercream is nice and fluffy, I've been beating mine for about 8 minutes. You're gonna put it in your fridge to cool down. So I've taken all of my cakes out of the oven and I have let them cool down. And here they are, super cute. And now, using a cake cutter, or you can use a serrated knife, I'm just going to cut the top of the cake so that they're nice and level and they're all the same height, and also they're straight. So I'm just gonna take this over here and just move it across the cake. And now we can reveal, oh, it's so blue. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna do this to all of my other cakes. So as well as cutting the top, you also want to cut a little bit of that bottom off so that we have no dark color, but just that nice and vibrant blue. And as you can see, all of my colors are super vibrant. I'm so excited. So you're just gonna thinly slice away that part over there. Now you need to choose 3 colors to go together and another 3 colors to go together. I chose green, orange, and blue to go together. And with a serrated knife, once again, you just want to get rid of those corners because they are darker. So you want to basically cut the edges of the cake so that we only have that nice electric color. And I'm gonna do this with these 3 and then with my other 3 cakes also. So here are our cakes, and now you're gonna take some cookie cutters of the dimensions that, well, reflect your cake, but this is what it's gonna have to be. So you're gonna cut out one part of every color of cake. Just like that. Now you're gonna place some buttercream on the inside of your hoops, so the big one and the smaller one. Now you're gonna want to assemble each layer with a different colored piece. So for my purple, I'm gonna add my pink and then my yellow in the middle. For my yellow, I'm gonna add my purple and pink. And for my pink outer, I'm gonna add the yellow and the purple middle. And I'm gonna do the same with my 3 other colors. And now we can start stacking our cake. So I'm just gonna put some buttercream in the middle, and I'm gonna start with this blue layer. And you wanna put a layer of buttercream in the middle. So try and make it nice and even. And next I'm gonna put one of my pink, purple, and yellow layers on top. And I'm gonna keep going, putting one layer of the blue, orange, green, and one layer of the purple, pink, and the yellow until we get to the top. So I've gotten to the top of my cake stacking, and as you can see, we have all our colors on the side, and it's great and super tall. And what we're gonna do now is take our buttercream and crumb coat it. So what that means is we're gonna cover the cake with a very thin layer of buttercream to trap in all the crumbs. And then we're gonna be putting our cake into the fridge for about 30 minutes until the buttercream solidifies. And then we're gonna go and give it a final coat of buttercream. I've taken my cake out of the fridge and my buttercream has set nicely. So now I'm gonna take some more buttercream and add a final layer over the top. Well, and the sides. Once I've applied my buttercream, I like to take a little spatula, and you can use a plastic ruler for this also. And I'm just going to twist the cake and smooth the buttercream. So I've finished my cake and I've put my remaining buttercream in a piping bag with a 32 Wilton tip on the end. And I just want to go and pipe on the bottom of the cake, just because I don't really usually like the edges of cakes. So I'm just gonna pipe all around. So here it is all covered, and now it's time to cut it. The moment of truth. Wow, this cake is tall. Oh my god, it looks so good! Oh, and the colors, they're so bright. It's perfect. I simply love how electric these colors are, and with the white buttercream, the contrast is amazing. And the cake is so soft and moist, we didn't even need that simple syrup. While I eat my cake, I wanted to take the time to thank all of you for the support and give a special thank you to those of you who interact with me and who have been following me from the very beginning. So a special thank you goes to Lexi Meow, Pascavar Baking, Cressy Anko, and Jacqueline Gomez. So thank you so much, and thanks to all of you. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it and what you would like to see me make in my future videos. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!